Marshall, Lawson and Shani stumble on skulls on Lawson land in Territory Season 1, setting up a future narrative and mystery to solve. The Netflix neo-Western series introduces audiences to the Lawson family, a cattle dynasty that's owned the world's largest cattle station for several generations. While they may serve as the protagonists of the series, the Lawsons have a long history of violence that's coming back to haunt them, and much of the series is about how that history reflects on the current generation. Marshall Lawson is played by Sam Corlett in the Territory cast, representing the newest generation of Lawsons. Though he was raised in Marianne Station, by the start of the TV series, he's shown to be an outlier in his family who's run off with friends and has close to no interest in the family business. In episode 4, Marshall and Shani are finally on their own away from Rich when they make a horrific discovery on Lawson land, a family of skeletons left in a cave. The human skulls are implied to be a family of Aboriginal people killed by Colin Lawson's ancestors. Colin claims he's only seen it once. As of right now, one can only really speculate on the exact nature of the family's death, but Colin Lawson claims it was done by his ancestors and something he'd only seen once in his lifetime. Due to the music cue, which plays at other points in Territory's soundtrack, it's implied that the bones belong to an Aboriginal family, connecting them to the show's thematic examination of land and the cultural divide between the Lawsons and the Indigenous community. However, given its place in the show, there could be more to the story. In that environment, it's not impossible the bones could have held up for generations, but it's slightly fishy that Colin knew precisely what Marshall was speaking about. If Colin had seen those bones before, he could have had them buried. Whether Colin was directly involved or not, it seems clear that there's a violent history with the Lawsons that he doesn't want to be uncovered. This could also connect to the small safe box in Territory's ending. What the skulls being found means for the Lawsons in Territory Season 2. The Lawsons' enemies can use this against them. Characters leaning against a fence in Territory. The Lawsons have numerous problems on their hands already, and the skulls might not have an immediate threat unless Shani decides to bring it to someone's attention. However, in the situation where this was brought to light, it may cause conflict with the Indigenous community, who are already likely to be upset and distrusting of the Lawsons after the incident at the end of Territory Season 1. With Marianne Station's leadership in question, the Lawsons' enemies will take any opportunities they can get to destroy their image.